Hi everyone, welcome to Grimes Time. I'm your host, Joe Grimes, and with me as always, Evan Mulgrave. Wasn't kidding last week when I told you that we're back. No more hiatuses. We got a ton of new hot content for you. You guys might have seen my Nintendo Joe segment that just dropped. Evan's got some movie review trailer dumb shit that he's going to be putting up. A lot of fresh material that we're going to be doing this season, and we're very excited. And we just want you to know that this ain't no April Fool's joke. We're in it for the long haul this time.
Yeah, a lot of new content, and we're not going to be dissuaded by this global pandemic. I'm on house arrest, so quarantine's really no issue. Actually, Denny's been staying here at my Uncle Ron's house as well. His father is in iron lung, so he's not allowed around viruses. But I did catch Denny. He sneezed twice a couple days ago, and so I've got him locked down in the basement. We're staying safe. I feed him a couple times a day to the doggy doors.
Why would you think Denny would be sick? He bought one of your masks.
Oh, well, he bought the base model. And look, Denny's a snacker, so that thing was off more than it was on. I told him go Cadillac, because with that Wi-Fi, you can eat right through the zipper, but he wouldn't listen. He wanted to save $24.99. Now he's living in a basement, eating Tostinos out of a dog bowl. So that should tell you if you're looking for these masks. But look, we're going to be taking care of Denny, because we love Denny. Well, we need Denny. He's the only one that knows how to work the editing machine. Also, if you want one of my masks, you're going to have to DM me, because eBay pulled my shit down, saying I was making untrue claims. Now, the only untrue claim was that I was doing that. So DM me, you want a mask, go Cadillac, don't go cheap here. And also DM me if you know how to edit shows, in case Denny doesn't pull it out here.
Okay. Oh, I noticed a lot of traffic on the message boards about the relationship between my father and I, which I'm not sure why it's a point of interest to anyone. It's kind of a non-story. We're not talking, so I don't know what there is to tell you about updates. I haven't seen them. Okay, I stopped by his house on Thursday to pick up some blankets. There's just this draft coming up from Jiggers. It's like all vents or something. I don't know. So when you got that wind blowing and you're sleeping on a bare mattress, you just don't know. Anyway, I was at my dad's place on Thursday. Thursday night I stopped by and I asked him for some blankets. And he stops me at the door. He says, "What the hell are you doing here?" I said, "Dad, told you, I want some blankets." He goes, "What the hell are you doing? You're a 30-year-old with a YouTube channel." So push came to shove. I left with the blankets, and at least I'm more comfortable sleeping. So I guess an update would be I'm more comfortable sleeping now, warmer.
Why did push came to shove? Literally.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, what I heard was you were leaving with the blankets. Your dad follows you out, and he grabs a hold of them, and he's going, "Those were your mother's, Joe. Those were your mother's." And you're going, "She's gone, Dad. She's gone." And then you gave it a good tug to get it away. He goes ass over tin cup down your front steps, kind of lands face first in the blacktop, and these top 4 teeth here are gone. Like you could kick a field goal through that upper jaw area.
How do you know any of this?
Jeff told me. He said he drove you over there.
Wow. Okay, Big Mouth. Suddenly got something to say to someone.
Yeah, he said that your dad was on all fours with like a jeweler's glass looking for his incisors. He was picking them up with a dustpan, which was probably tough. I mean, your dad has baked bean teeth. I'm sure it was tough to tell them apart from the gravel.
Coming now, Grimes time, movie time.
So I wanted to take the lead on this segment. I wanted to do kind of a spotlight on our favorite actor of all time,
Kevin Sorbo.
And I thought first I'd give you a rundown of kind of where I found Kevin. Like most people, I think, it was Hercules in the 90s. I found it a very important time in my life. I was 11, 12 years old, heavy set with a burgeoning sexuality. So I was looking for, kind of a male role model to kind of base my life off of. And that show was it. I looked at Kevin and I said, that's what I want to be. I want to be tall, jacked, handsome. 3 strikes there. But, sometimes you have to set the bar higher than you can reach, so you can reach your full potential, which I have. So
I was introduced to him pretty similarly, that TV show. My dad had it on all the time. Hercules in the 90s was the TV show. The 90s production value is classic because it's just so shitty and tongue-in-cheek and just like take it with a grain of salt goofiness. And we had a lot of fun laughing at that show. So Kevin definitely has a special spot in my heart.
You know, a lot of the reason why maybe his career didn't go quite the way you would have wanted after Hercules is, you know, he's a very strong Christian. He makes mostly faith-based films now. I'm not a man of faith, but, you know, I kind of think of spirituality kind of like a buffet. You know, I kind of dip into the different religions, kind of take what I need and, you know, walk out on the bill. But I do like the fact that, you know, he makes so many movies. And the first movie that I kind of wanted to highlight is the Santa Hunk, classic holiday film. Sorbo plays Drake Hunter, toy tycoon, who hates children, hates toys, and what happens through kind of some mishap, he switches bodies with Santa. So it's kind of funny, you know, you have this Adonis with this chest and these abs and these traps, and he's in this, you know, fat-ass loser body. But they grow to learn how to be each other. It's a great movie. I mean, I think, you know, they got 24 hours of that, the I movie with the...
A Christmas Story.
Yeah, throw that movie in the trash where it belongs.
Well,
Do 24 hours of the Christmas Hunk, because at the Mulgrave household, that's what it is anyway.
My pick, classic little flick, One More Round.
Oh, such a great movie.
Yeah. Tommy Thomason plays Jake Taylor, a former amateur boxer, turned family man, turned job owner, until he loses everything, family, job, and he has nowhere else to go except back to the gloves, back to the old gym. And who's he go back to see? Kevin Sorbo.
And that's why One More Round's so great, is that, you know, you see this guy, he looks like, you know,
Pillsbury.
he's a human hefty bag, but in Sorbo's hands, he's a world champion. You know, he ends up dying at the end of the movie, he's pummeled to death, but Sorbo gets him to the dance.
It's in the same vein as the Hercules shit, actually. It's like, you know, 20 years later, nothing's changed. The production value is just fucking laughable. But that's a part of the charm of like...
One More Round's a great film. It's better than Rocky. Better performances, better movie. You know, what Kevin's movies don't have sometimes in money, they make up in heart, which is more important than this Hollywood slick shit. And his movies make you think. I mean, I see Sorbo in my dream. I have this one reoccurring dream, actually. He's sitting there in his study, and he's working on, like, the next big hit film, you know, and he's writing it. And it's not like a laptop. He's on, like, one of these old-school typewriters.
Cool.
Yeah, and so I'm kind of sneaking around, because I know I'm not supposed to be there, but I want to see what's on that script. So I'm kind of peeking over his shoulder, and I accidentally fall forward, and my hands fall on his shoulders. But he thinks I'm his wife, so he goes, "Honey," and then I just slowly slide my hands down his biceps, over his forearms, and then our fingers interlock, and he pulls me forward, and my lips just crest the back of his neck, and I get sucked into him, and I'm inside of him, and we become one being, and then we just fly up into the sky. And it's not, we don't like bust through the ceiling, but we end up into the night sky. And we're flying around, and then slowly we become this massive white stallion. And we breathe fire, and we're moving through the air. And the entire sky is awash in oranges and purples. It's a sunset like you've never seen, and with each breath, I just feel more alive and more powerful. Denny, what did I tell you? Get downstairs or I'm going to Lysol you in the eyes again. What? What do you mean Sorbo sent us a video message?
Why would he even send us any? What do you...
Well, I email him once a week, but he hasn't gotten back to me in 4 years, so I doubt he sent a video message now. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, Gary, you throw it up on the screen.
Hey, Grimes time, how you doing? This is Kevin Sorbo here, and I understand
shit,
that You reviewed my movies. Now, I've done 64 movies. There's probably about 15 or so I wish I didn't do. But you don't go on thinking they're going to be bombs when you're doing them. But what are you going to do? Anyway, hope you guys are great. Look, I got 3 new movies coming out this year. I got 3 documentaries coming out as well. They're done in the can. Just trying to raise money now to get them in the theaters. It's a tough battle, you know, when you're battling all the big studs out there in Hollywood where they got $300 million and $150 million to promote them. You know me. You know my movies. I like to do movies with heart and soul and redemption and love and sort of in values, you know. That's what we're trying to do. So I appreciate all the support out there from everybody. So I'm doing a big shout out there to all the guys at Grimes Time. And don't worry, Joe. You know, people get catfished every day. This is just life. All right. God bless you guys and have a great one. Take care.